All right, and I mean we're starting. Do you want to do just like a little intro or just like to introduce yourself and what you do?
Sure, I'm Simon, or Seriamon on YouTube. I make Team Fortress 2 videos. Been doing that for quite some time. And you got some questions for me, I think.
I do. I have five, but it can increase, and it has in several videos. But we'll cross that when we get there.
Alright,
um,
no worries.
my first question is, how long does it usually take to make a single video or plan out or just edit a video in general?
It very much depends. Like, my Reddit videos are pretty quick. It's just about an hour of recording and then maybe 2 to 3 hours of editing and then the thumbnail. It's very quick. And there's other videos that take longer. Like, the ones where I have a format are all relatively quick. They're all like the 5-ish hours. Uh, is there? I don't know if I've done anything out of the ordinary recently. Let me think. Or just check on my channel for 2 seconds. Was the last thing where I spent like days.
Oh, days, dang. While you're
Uh,
doing that, so you edit all your own videos, correct?
yeah, I recently got 2 editors that I can just send videos to
That's
that are paid, of course.
got
But mostly I still do them myself, yeah.
it's good to have people or backup though.
Yeah. It's a bit hard financially because I don't make a lot of money with YouTube. So an editor is like it's rough.
I bet.
But
Some of the other
it helps, so
some of the
it's
people,
cool.
yeah, some of the people I interviewed, especially like 3FS, said he was training his editors, but they were saying there it's hard because it's hard to have other people replicate your exact style, and because you don't want other people to look at it and be like, this isn't that YouTuber, this is someone else doing it, or have the fear of your views and everything dropping down because it's not as enjoyable as it used to be. But I mean, in your
Yeah.
case, it probably, since you do mostly just like looking at Reddits and looking at workshops, taunts, and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's mostly like review stuff, so that's not too rough. Like you can send that to an editor. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So
They
you
might not get some references, but like that's cool.
you you don't you don't have too much to worry about.
Yeah, for sure. This is good for me. I
Hmm.
like that.
Do you have how much stress does this exactly have on you? Because I know you were telling me earlier about doing all your teaching and all your what's it called your studying. So
Yeah, yeah.
does
Since
this
I'm still in uni, it's not too bad, but like there's big upload gaps for me, and that's usually where I'm like best. I can't really do YouTube, so I just sort of stop making videos, and then I just reappear and make some more videos, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's alive! Look!" Yeah,
You're gonna be the next Bill Wirtz, bro, or the I can't remember his name, but he did the fish Jenga guy. I can't remember his name.
maybe, maybe.
Yeah, but I also see, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't really notice it because I usually watch your main channel. Do you have looks to be like five other channels?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so what? If in your best words, how do you really explain the difference between all these channels?
Well, the main one is just where I put the content that I like at least think will perform well, and the other ones are for experiments, like where I could just put goofy stuff. Uh, I've experimented quite a bit with like the Team Fortress 2 AI voices, and I made some Team Fortress 2 AI songs with that that I just threw that on Seriamon free, like no monetization, just because it was fun, and I didn't want it on the main channel because yeah,
I mean, they are
so I
fun to
just
make. I've
put
I've
that there.
I've done a couple before. They're pretty fun to make.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
like mostly experiments.
yeah.
Is the gist of it.
What sucks is like one of my most viewed videos is a 16-second clip of I don't know if you were around. You ever saw like the Everybody Want to Be a Superstar, like the Lario Fortress stuff.
Wait, let
Uh,
me let me check.
there was the Lario Fortress, and it was like the everybody want to be a superstar. I made like a heavy AI version of it, and
Oh
it's
yeah, I know
16
that. Yeah.
seconds, and it got like 700 views on my channel, and I was just like, okay, cool. That's I just posted on there because I was bored, and I was like, okay. And then everything else that I actually work hard on doesn't get it. But unlike most people, I'm not really for YouTube just to like have it as an actual job. I do it just for fun to post, stuff that I mostly from like a memories type thing.
That's really cool. Yeah, you
It's
you have to start like that, by the way. Like my first few years were just uploading into the void, and like most videos were terrible, obviously. But I think
oh,
that's just normal.
my
That's
my
just
my,
how it
fir- my
goes.
video my first videos were recorded using PlayStation Share, like the recording, and it was Battlefront and Apex or like Brawlhalla, and it was like I look back and I wanted to just like, are you serious? Like
Good times.
ugh, good define good, man. Like I call it, like the bad mic era to like only recently, only like a few months ago that I actually get a actual professional studio mic. And if I go back and listen to it, it's just ear bleedingly bad. Like videos are decent, but it's just like, I mean, it is my voice, so.
I mean, funny you should say that. I'm still using a $20 mic that I bought like 7 years ago.
Are you serious? I mean,
Yeah,
that's insane. And I mean, you can't
that's
even
funny.
tell. You can't even tell.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good $20 mic. Yes,
Oh,
it's
no.
treated me well, or I think it's 20. It's toner mic.
Honor. Oh, interesting.
Uh,
My next question is, you told
I
me.
can't find it.
So I'm guessing from what you said right before we started is that you're not really recognized at all, like in public.
No, no, no.
Really?
Like
Even
I'm from Austria, and I think it's about 60% of my audience is from the USA. So there's only a few, like 0.1% of my audience is from Austria.
dang. Have you ever
Maybe.
have you ever thought of like going to a con in like the U.S. or stuff like that?
Nah, I don't really. I like it here. I like it in Austria. I'm not a huge fan of traveling. It scares me.
Oh, that I amen on that one, man. Planes in general scare me. I couldn't even imagine going cross country.
Yeah,
With how
no,
much movies have gone on me, I would rather stay out of that. I'm fine in my little hometown.
for sure, man.
Oh my goodness. But that's really interesting. So you're from Austria. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you were born and raised here your whole life or
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I mean, I've been on holidays a few times, but like nothing crazy. Maybe Italy once or twice,
Ooh.
but mostly
That's
staying here.
that's cool. I've never left the US, not even to go like to Canada or like Mexico or anything. I've traveled all across it, but I've never gone out. I don't know why. I've always just like I want to go here, and then the moment I get the chance, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm fine. I'd rather not.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's cool to
yeah. I
know.
get that.
I mean, it was. I bet it was kind of a pain on my end trying to figure out what time's the best time to DM him because I kid you not, I would be looking at the European time to CST and just be like, okay, what day, what time, what day would be good after this, and it's just I was just in my room for like 10 minutes trying to figure out what time should do it, and I'm just like, cause man,
Yeah,
time zones are
for
so
me, it's
confusing.
best to just randomly DM me and hope I'm online. I'm not very good at
Like
planning.
I remember I was at Thanksgiving and you DM'd me at like 4 in the morning, and I was like, in your time, 4 in the morning.
That's about right.
I was like, wait, hold
Yeah,
on a minute. Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
yeah,
Oh my goodness. And what's cool to note is you're not the first TFTuber, or I guess that's what's the term is that I've interviewed so far.
yeah.
I
You messaged me, Shork, I
Yeah,
think, and who else?
Shork and Silent Man Joe.
Ah, yeah.
Both were very actually. Short got me in contact with Silent Man Joe, and Silent Man actually, or Joe, I guess. Joe actually told me a bunch of like tips and how to make it better and all that stuff, which was really amazing. And they both loved the videos, so it's so
And
cool.
Joe.
What do you think? What exactly made you want to start YouTube? Like, was there a person you watched, or was there like just a thing you wanted to make?
Yeah,
Just
I mean, the I always looked up to Muselk back in the day and to a German YouTuber that you don't know. It's Nebelnik, who just kind of stopped making videos by now. Those were the two big inspirations, and the thought process was just like I was a big computer guy. I was just sitting at home playing games all the time, so I was like, why don't I just make videos? Like I'm already playing the games that much. I might as well.
Mm.
I just kind of started. Yeah.
I mean, that's a really pretty basic start. It's not too different from a lot of people. Who they're just like, oh, I'm doing this. I might as well record it and then upload it and see what happens. And they're just like, wow, this is really cool. This is really fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But have you ever had like a time where you just couldn't like make videos? You just like kind of lost the motivation at all? I mean, it's just been a smooth sailing somewhat.
Yeah, I tried doing YouTube full time for a very short time, and I find it to be a pretty lonely thing to do because you just sort of sit in your room and you record and then you edit, and it's like 8 hours a day that you just do that, and you don't really see people, and I didn't like that very much. So now
Yeah,
I don't do it full time. Now it's more of a side thing.
with me being, probably a lot younger than you, obviously, it's probably just no different than me sitting in my room playing games without talking. So, I haven't come across that problem just yet. Also because I've been focusing on, I'm more of on the gaming side than the reaction side. I mean, uh,
Yeah.
than yours.
One
So,
thing, you speak English, so I usually talk in German with my friends.
mm.
So if I sit in Discord and just record, I can't really use that because I speak German, they speak German. My channel is in English, so that's
So what? Well, yeah. Okay, I was thinking about this question, which was who or like how did you learn English, if you don't mind me asking?
uh school.
Really?
Yeah, school.
I
And I'm
didn't.
just practicing it a bunch. Like on Discord, just with random people online who played the same games. I remember there was a time where I was big into Minecraft and talked to a lot of people.
Hmm. Oh,
That's how I learned English
I was thinking.
mostly.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's that video of the. I think it's like a German. I don't know if you've seen the German teacher. He's like trying to teach English to the kids, and it's like, do you speak English? It is.
I don't think I've seen that
You
though.
haven't? Okay, I'm surprised you haven't. It has been everywhere recently. I'll try to find it and send it to you later because it's actually I didn't know that they actually taught English and other like that's just me being clueless because like I said
No worries.
I don't go out, but yeah I didn't know really think they taught English in schools. I mean it makes sense because in
No,
our
no.
schools we
English is the language,
right?
Gotta know English.
I guess I mean
I
yeah I
think
guess it's right.
Austria is like one of the best when it comes to speaking English.
I mean, I can tell you, you speak it better than I do sometimes. That's for sure.
I don't think that's true, but thanks. That's very kind.
You know, man, stuttering. That's all I gotta say. I,
Uh, Thanks.
yeah,
Thanks.
no problem. Gotta humble.
Yes. Yes,
uh,
yes.
oh my goodness. So how long do you think you'll be on YouTube?
I
Like,
think I'll just sort of do this like casually whenever I feel like it until I'm dead, maybe. I don't know. I guess no plans to stop. YouTube is evolving pretty quickly. I was on the shorts thing for quite a while, and then I kind of stopped that because
yeah, you
it
had
wasn't
your
really
little,
what I
you
was
had like
looking for with YouTube.
your informational videos. Like it was like the lines and the strats, which
Yeah,
seemed to be
yeah,
some of your probably some of your most viewed videos.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They were pretty good, pretty big.
Hmm.
I kind of just stopped doing that. I don't even know why. I should probably make those again. Hmm.
um,
Yeah, but no, I plan on doing YouTube like for a long time. I don't know if I'll do Team Fortress 2 for the rest of my life. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
We'll
yeah,
see.
if you do, it'll be hard to switch over because obviously, your views will probably decline a bit, and then until people get used to your new content, because
Yeah,
you,
on that part, it's actually interesting you should say that. I find YouTube these days isn't really dependent on your subscribers anymore. So, what I probably would do if I really didn't like it anymore, I would just start a new channel. Because I know how to make at least decent videos. Like, I know my videos aren't the best, but like they're okay to watch. So I would just start a new channel and just do the new thing there, because it is like a bunch of technical YouTube stuff that we could get into, but
I mean,
I think
yeah,
like a new channel would be the best
you've
option.
already got
Just
you've already got five. What could one more do? You know.
yeah, that completely disconnected from the Team Fortress 2 stuff. The very short explanation is, if I upload a video and it gets sent to my subscribers and recommended to my subscribers, and they don't click on it, YouTube thinks it's a bad video. So if I made a cooking video, Team Fortress 2 watchers usually don't care about that too much, so they wouldn't click it, which would get the click-through rate down, which in turn makes the YouTube algorithm think that it's a bad video. So it's best for me to just put that on a new channel where I can get the
Yeah,
cooking audience, you know?
yeah, but the thing about like the YouTube algorithm, it's no longer about, pushing out new videos. It only pushes it out if your community or so-called community likes it, which it's so different than how it used to be. It's I heard let's
I
see.
honestly think it's better though. Like,
In some
a lot
ways,
of
very
my
much.
videos don't get a lot of views, but that's mostly because they're not very good.
I mean,
And there's
I
some
enjoy
videos
them,
that
that's
I
for
do
sure.
that get some views, and those are the ones that are better, I think.
It's
So
yeah, I don't know
it's
if
more fair.
I guess yeah, it is a lot. I guess it is more fair, but from what I heard from I don't know if you watched this. Johnny Eraser was one of the guys I interviewed. He's a shorts creator, and he was telling me how it's changed for both the better and for worse because it promotes a lot more new YouTubers, like newer videos. But whenever those
Yeah,
specific videos get enough views, they stop pushing them out because they're busy pushing out others. So the views drop, the motivation drops, but then you just got to keep fighting the algorithm, and especially for shorts when it's now becoming more and more oriented. Now they're starting to actually monetize shorts now, I believe.
yeah,
They're in the
that's the
work of
one
that.
thing I don't like too much, like the really heavy push for shorts. Like, I'm shorts addicted. I don't want them on my phone. I want YouTube with no shorts. I just
uh, doom
waste hours, man.
doom scrolling is such a fun
Yeah, doom
game.
scrolling.
Yeah, I've
But like,
realized
just
whenever.
so you get what I'm saying is, like, for example, Silent Man Joe makes really good videos, and those get a bunch of views. Soundsmith makes some well edited videos; those get a bunch of views. Like, if you make good videos, they still get a bunch of views.
Mhm.
But if you have like 2 million subscribers and you make bad videos compared to the newer ones, they just don't get that many views. And I think that's a pretty good system
Yeah.
overall.
I was talking to Solomon Joe, and he was talking about how whenever the new whole YouTube thing came out, he was talking about because he worked at like Walmart during one of the points of his life, and
Hmm.
he was saying how it was so hard to keep up with that job and doing YouTube because of all the stress it had, and keeping it up with his SFM and all the work he has to do and making sure it's a
Oh
good
yeah,
video because he's always afraid of it because his views really matter obviously with how much he's done. So it's just I go like respect for all the YouTubers that I interview because they're doing a lot more than I am at the moment because I just upload. Like what is it? One of my shorts. My shorts tend to get more videos than my not video views than my regular videos, and so it's like it's always hard to be like which should I really
yeah,
start doing,
yeah. The
but
big shorts push is a bit, yeah.
yeah.
It is what it is.
Um, uh, which kind of
How did we get
brings
here from the question?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It tends my brain goes on different tangents. I
Yes,
can't even
sir.
backtrack. I can't even backtrack half the time. That's my entire life of me just going. Well, we're here now.
That's cool.
But to come back, reel it in. What was the for your name? Because you said your name is Simon. There's obviously that. Did you just add like a couple letters to make it unique or anything or?
Yeah. I think I got that name when I was like 8 for the first time for a Minecraft account, and it just sort of stuck. Like, I didn't think about it too much back then. I mean, it was like a Simon, but make it a Pokemon name, because I was into Pokemon, and that's how that happened. Yeah,
That's actually pretty funny. Just the train of events to go there.
yeah. I just kept it. I don't know.
What about I've noticed. So like Words. Okay. So for your a second channel is mostly your gaming channel, correct? Is that what you
Yeah, that was the plan.
and
Uh,
that was and then it just didn't work out. You just didn't have fun with it, or what?
it was just too much work. I really thought I could just have 6 channels, and I had a concept planned out for each one of them. What I would make for all the channels, and I just do videos for for the main one mostly, and just put experimental videos on all the other ones. But yes, the plan was just to put the gameplay stuff on there.
Mm.
That was the idea.
I see. Which makes, I mean, and I can see why, with the views, it's so weird when you have all these many subscribers and you tell them that, oh, hey, I have these other channels, go, subscribe to them, or you make a video about it, and they just don't, and you just start getting less and less, subs per
Yeah,
channel.
I find just focusing on the main stuff and trying to make that at least decent is better than to have a lot of small stuff.
You ever thought of just like maybe merging a couple of them? Something that's like similar, or maybe because merging all your TF2 into your main one, or
Yeah, yeah. I honestly just plan on just having them stay there, and every now and again there'll be like a video on there. That seems very random, and that might get views or it might not.
mm.
Yeah.
What do you think is your favorite video that you've ever made or recorded on any of your channels?
Honestly, what's it called? 2 seconds. Uh, Team Fortress 2: A Complete History of Team Fortress 2 on YouTube, 2007. There's like a video where I'll send you the link.
Mm.
It's a very old one, but I enjoyed making that a lot. I just had a look at all the roots of Team Fortress 2 YouTube in 2007. It was a very interesting insight overall. Didn't get a lot of views, but it was very interesting to make and a lot of work. Like I was so sad when I uploaded that because I worked on it for like 3 days, I think,
Dang.
and then it got like 2,000 views.
I mean, man,
was,
2,000 views is what I wish for some of my videos. But I mean, with someone with all the views you get, I can see the difference, and I completely know what you mean by spending forever on the video and it not working. And
oh
I've
yeah,
had
that's
stuff
rough.
like that where let's see, in my most view video, right, is where is it? It's got 13,000 views, and it was uploaded 6 months ago, and it's still racking up views little by little. But it was just a FNAF 3 plus like gameplay, and it was barely any editing, and it was in my bad mic, and it just had like it was just me and my buddy on a Discord call watching me play a game and just talking, and that was just, and it got I was like, why is it getting so many views? I don't make these videos. And then I got videos like what's it like I did it like a Half-Life recap for whenever it was the anniversary that came out this last month. And I got like
Hmm.
other actual videos, like I got Half-Life Gmod videos that I work tirelessly on, or my solo videos that I record that's got like 3 to 4 hours. And then they don't make any views, and so I'm just like, what am I missing here? Or sometimes they'll pop
Yeah.
off, and I'm like, do I just sit here and
Yeah, it's hard to figure out, but I find that usually when you have a really good video, it will get views eventually. It might just take some time.
oh, definitely. I've
YouTube's weird.
Yeah, it is. I've gotten views. I've gotten videos where there'll be like 3 views, and suddenly jump up to 700 because there was like a rise in that search topic.
Yeah.
Like my I for some reason I made a Plants vs Zombies video, and and it was like based on the mod that this I saw, and I got to interview the creator of the mod, and it got 1.3 thousand views. But at first it was just sitting there for like a week. I was like, it's fine. Then it jumps up. I'm like, oh, I guess people like this stuff. And
Yeah.
it's so confusing. And I mean, my thumbnails are always off the charts. They're so random. Sometimes they're just like barely anything, and sometimes I actually I cook with them. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, yeah. Just keep practicing. Like good thumbnails and good titles are more important than you think,
titles
probably.
titles are always the hardest because you're like, what? can I make that people are actually going to latch onto? You know.
Yeah.
Another question, obviously, I gotta ask is, so what are all the people like that you've played with or collabed with that you say was either like the fun or just some of the best time you've had?
The best collaboration, is that what you're
Yeah,
asking?
yeah.
I would have to say Fat Magic, just because he's so chill. Like, the man is so incredibly relaxed. It's crazy.
He just seems
Uh,
that way. I
or
try.
maybe, yeah, no, I'll stay with Fat Magic. He's cool.
I've been trying to get. Fat Man's actually one of the first people I tried to reach out to, but a lot of the contacts he did, I was just like a year or two too late because he had shut those down or all that stuff. And I talked to Shork and Joe, and they're like, we don't talk to him that much. We don't have.
Yeah, I could maybe get you in contact, but it's it's
it
hard because
is,
he's
but I mean, he's going through.
like me,
Yeah,
hard to get him
I
to
got lucky.
talk.
I got lucky. Um, but I mean, because I watched one of his recent live streams on Twitch. He was about why he hasn't like uploaded or whatnot, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm fine with not interviewing him until he's fully healthy and whatnot. I don't know if you tuned in or saw what happened.
No, I didn't see that. What I
He's got some like it's like I can't remember exactly, but it's a type of like indigestion. It's like very bad, and it's like it's got to do with his stomach where no, it's like a
oof.
allergy. There's allergies to it now. He's going through the of like food where he suddenly I can't fully remember. It's been a few months, but he suddenly developed this food allergy. Now he's got to go through the stress of figuring out what he can't and can't eat. So he's got to change his whole lifestyle, and a lot of the stuff
That's
he is
rough.
eating isn't energy, and he can't get the energy from the food he's eating. So he's got to like it's a whole thing. And I mean, to work on SFM the way he does, he needs all the energy he can get.
I hope he makes it through.
He,
Uh,
he probably will.
the other guy I also collabed with one time was Uncle Dane, which was a very surreal experience.
I bet.
And he's also very like kind and nice. It was very cool. I
Uncle
just sort of messaged him on Discord, I think, and he just messaged me back. I was like, "Hey man, you'll probably never read this, but could we make a video?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
could maybe
Could we
please?
make a video? And it just sort of happened. I was very surprised, but it was cool, you know?
That's yeah,
Nice.
that's like the whole thing that happened with everyone that I've interviewed. I think you I think were the longest because you everyone else that I hit up kind of answered like either a month or two. And there was one. I think one of the bigger ones that I tried to get was this guy named Oompaville. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's pretty.
Yeah, I know.
pretty we had everything set up. We had a date planned. Like all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this because he was busy with like his sister's birthday and all this stuff. And we're like, okay, this Wednesday we got it. And then he texted me saying, "Hey man, gotta cancel it. Something big just came up." And I don't know if you remember, but he got scammed over a couple $1 million in this because of his
No,
company. Yeah, he got scammed. That's the big thing that happened. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I get it now. And so now
that's pretty
he's
crazy.
been pumping out videos about as much like Moist Critical does, and so now he's got to make all that revenue back. And so I'm just like, yeah, you know what? You don't gotta worry about me, man. You chill. And so now he's been busy with that. So
That's cool.
it is cool, but there's points where you get too so big that you just can't focus on anything else.
Yeah, but I think there's a big disconnect between what people think being a YouTuber is like and what it's actually like. Like, people message me like, "Oh, you probably get thousands of DMs, so maybe you could respond to me, maybe." And it's like, I maybe get 1 p.m. every other week. It's like, I just obviously I read those. I took so long for me to respond to you on Discord because there's apparently like a request for DMs that I need to first press yes on,
Oh
and I
yeah,
didn't know about
it's
that.
supposed to
So
it's supposed to mitigate spamming and stuff like that.
yeah, I
Which
had a lot of those piled up. There was like 80. I just went through all of them in a day, and now
oh
it's cleared again.
yeah, it's like, but yeah, that's part of the reason why I do these interviews is to prove people like you can have a big following, but it's just you never forget about the little guys, the ones that reach out and want to interact. They always want to interact with the community, or they want to have bigger goals, and it's because a lot of it's weird. A lot of the stuff that you just said with it not being a lot of DMs happened with the few people that I've talked to is that like they don't get as much DMs as they thought they would with how big they are.
Yeah, 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 absolutely.
So it's
It's rare.
it's it's crazy. YouTube nowadays, the internet in general nowadays is so crazy. Everyone is doing something. It seems like everyone's on YouTube nowadays.
Yeah, and there's so many channels with so many subscribers. Like I'm a very small fish in a very big pond. So
But at
it's not
least
like
at least you
people
get
go crazy.
at
So
least you have a small following, and at least you have somewhat a little bit fun doing it.
yeah,
And
I really enjoy this. It's perfect. I think I don't want nothing too big because it also comes with a lot more responsibility. This is fun. This is good.
Mhm.
I like this.
Also, I don't mean to be that guy, but you seem to be 2 weeks off a workshop Wednesday.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't yeah,
yeah.
you're
I am. I am.
I do like, what's cool is those actually do, for me, I see those works, I'm like, dang, that looks cool. I actually do want that. And so I do end up like actually subscribing to those stuff or voting for it. So your works on Mondays do work, which is cool to
That's
know.
very cool.
So yeah.
It actually spawned from like a small YouTuber who like I watched so much TF2 back in the day. He just kind of did like TF2 Community Hub and TF2 Workshop videos, and then he just stopped. So I commented like over and over, man, can you make those again? Like a few times, not that much actually, like 3 or 4 comments maybe, and he just didn't. So I just said, okay, I'll just make them myself,
Fine,
and
I'll do it myself.
and that's how that happened. So a blessing,
Yep.
a
I mean,
blessing that he stopped, I guess.
thank you for stopping to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Uh, you know,
Yep. Yep.
for being a TF2 YouTuber, like, are you? I know you got like you're saying you collab with Lazy and Uncle Dane. Have you ever like what? Who else?
Oh, you thought Lazy Purple. That's why the SFM thing.
Yeah.
No, not Lazy. Fat
Oh,
Magic.
Fat Magic, not Fat Magic. Sorry.
Yes,
I
yes.
got it mixed up. I'm sorry. I'm a bit slow sometimes.
No worries.
I don't know why, but you said Fat Magic, and my brain was like, oh wait, that's Lazy Purple, because I was looking at the image.
Yeah, no, Lazy Purple. I don't. I don't want to message him because like he seems like busy. You know,
Well, yeah,
he
okay. So the
seems
whole thing I
busy,
said about
busy.
Fat Magic was meant for Lazy Purple.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot more sense than with
Fat
the
Magic, I
SFM.
tried to get in contact with him, but he has his DMs turned off. I talked to his mods, and they have hit him up, and he said that sounds cool, and that was it. Like he was just like, that's cool. So he seems pretty busy.
Yeah, 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 no, Fat Magic.
Oh
Fat
my god,
Magic is a goober.
yeah.
Is
Have
a
you seen
fun
it? I don't know
fun
if you're in
person.
his. I don't know if you're in his Discord server, but there's a pin where it's just a laugh compilation, and it's just him giggling like a maniac.
Yeah,
I'm just.
a very goofy person.
I apologize for doing the
Don't worry,
misinformation.
just
I love spreading misinformation on the internet.
it's cool. You could
Uh,
just edit that stuff from just now
I
over
could.
here
Um,
to the
I
thing.
I
Maybe that
could, but I
works.
feel like I think I need to because I need
Yeah, yeah.
content. I
Okay.
like to leave
Okay.
these interviews about as raw as possible. I don't know if you've watched the other videos, but I usually have like a little format that's set up to when I talk about videos or I talk about YouTubers. I usually have there's like a little screen and it shows the video, so it's like it's not just two people sitting.
I see. So it's more like of a podcast
Yeah, that's
thing.
that's kind of what it was. And I actually wanted to upload this I like a podcast thing. I was like, you know what? I think it's better that I finish everything and then slowly upload it. You know what I mean? Because this
Awesome. Yeah, that
this is like
works.
a whole project. But I one thing I gotta ask, and it's been on my mind. So you have an All Might profile picture.
Yes.
Have you watched the show, or did you just be like, oh, that's a cool guy?
Yeah, no, I think it's a very good show. I like it.
That's good.
It's
Yeah.
very nice.
I try to talk to people. They're like, because I've been getting more into like just watching anime in general recently. Because the only anime I'd ever watched before was just like JoJo's or Naruto, just those two basics. And I was like, an Avatar, because I was everyone watched those. And I try to explain to people, it's like, yeah, My Hero's pretty good. They look at me like I'm a crazy person because I forget the some of the community isn't that good.
Is it not? I don't know. I just like All Might. I think he's cool.
I like Lemillion. He's honestly my favorite. He's just like he's He's a guy. He's just a little guy.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that was a toxic fan base there, but
I mean,
it
every fan.
makes sense, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of weird fan bases out there.
Oh my goodness! If you talk about weird fan, don't even like. You talk about fan bases, man. You got like the FNAF fan base. You got the Undertale, man. All that stuff is crazy.
Yeah, the Undertale one I heard was is a bit weird as well.
Oh, a bit. They're undermining it. It is. It's not that much anymore. It's moved over to Deltarune, but man, I'll just say 2010 to 2012 was hell of a years.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I like anime. I watched Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, like the usual
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
very basic person. I'm not too deep
You ever
into it, but like
watched?
the bigger shows I've seen.
You ever watch like Dragon Ball, or you just like stick with the shorter ones?
Nah, haven't watched Dragon Ball. I have watched like 400 or 500 episodes of Naruto, but
That means
that's the
that means you
craziest
can
thing.
start like One Piece. Like that's easy One Piece material right there.
I was thinking about it a few times, but I don't know if I'm ready.
I
It's
cannot
so
get
much.
into One Piece. There's so many episodes. I finished 2 or 3 of them. I'm like, dang, 2,000 episodes. I can't do this much, man.
Yeah, it's so much, dude.
So I just learn my lore through like the memes or just reading it online. I'm like, okay, I can talk to people about this at least.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think a couple more questions, and then we'll let you
Yeah, yeah.
on your way.
No worries.
Is because I'm getting it is pretty late for you. I'm guessing.
What
Uh,
time is it for you?
it's only 4 p.m.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. It's 11 p.m. We're good.
Only 11.
Yeah, I'm usually up like 12,
Gee,
1 at least.
yeah. Crap. What was the question I was gonna ask? Man, can't
I'm
remember. Oh yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What do you remember the first time you ever face revealed, or like, were you have you always just kind of had that subtle? I just want to show my face every now and again.
my face reveal thing was I just sort of did it. Like I just had a face cam for one of the videos, and I did that on purpose because I didn't want like Simon face reveal. Wow. Like no, I just kind of wanted to not have that pressure build up to have that. No, I wanted to just show my face, whatever, and that's that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And did you get the reaction you were hoping for, like at all? You just like it just did you get
Yeah, I
any?
did. The reaction I was hoping for was just, oh, I guess he does face cam, and that's really all I wanted because that was at the time when there was the whole Dream thing with Dream hyping up like
Oh,
his face, and I was like, I don't want that. I don't like this.
oh no.
So I just sort of, at least I think it was at that time, and
Oh.
I didn't want any pressure. I just wanted to be able to have a face cam whenever. So just sort of did it.
Which is good. I've always I never wanted to be like a faceless creator because I like my reactions. I like having there's some of my solo videos, especially of my horror ones. I usually have a face cam because I need content. So
Oh yeah, gotta
because
have a face cam for horror videos.
of course because
That's important.
a few of my biggest inspirations is stuff like Markiplier was one of the obvious ones.
PewDiePie was big with horror stuff back
Yeah,
in the day.
definitely PewDiePie. I like so it's like I had like the reactions for face and my original editing style was kind of based off of like Mark's and Lixian's, and then now it's like the way I try to talk or do my jokes is based off like PewDiePie, and there's obviously my 2 of 2 stuff is I mean you are kind of one of my inspirations as well because I've watched you a lot, so I watched some of your gaming videos. I was like, okay, this is cool. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a very crazy thing to hear. But
what
yes,
yeah, well,
very
I
good.
mean, I like telling people that like, hey, you're one of my biggest inspirations. You're one of the reason I wanted to get into TF2 because I wanted to become a TF2 YouTuber at first,
Thank
but
you.
then I wanted,
Thank you. Thank you.
of course, but then I was like, I've got so many games, and I haven't even touched TF2 in like about a month or so because I've been busy with like Lethal Company and all the new games have been
Oh,
coming out.
Lethal Company's so fun, man.
It is, and trust me, I've been having so much fun with that, and I actually have a 2 hour long video of Loot the Company because we had a huge mod pack added, and it was the best thing ever, and
Yeah, you gotta let me help you with the thumbnail and title. Just a bit.
just a bit.
Just a bit.
I don't know if you've seen my thumbnails at all.
Like a 2 hour video. That sounds like it was a lot of work.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, it pays off.
Well, no, like it's not uploaded yet, but like I'm talking about in backlogs. Like it's 2 hours, but like I'm probably gonna edit it down to at least 45 minutes because there's a few boring parts, a few like technical stuff. But
Hmm.
my thumbnails are
I
so
see.
so different. It's like if you don't mind, I could probably send you
No,
one.
I got your channel open. It's linked on
Okay.
your Discord.
Oh, it is. Yeah, right. I have it in my connection, so you can see the difference of my all my thumbnails. Some are basic, like my. You can see like my Minecraft ones are just kind of basic. My 300 stuff special, and they got like my FNAF one, my Luther Company. I do pretty well with those. I think one of my favorites is my Roblox one, the FNAF Roblox one I did a couple weeks ago, because I loved. I actually did. I actually had lighting, and I did it in Photoshop and
Hmm.
I actually wanted to use perspective for once, and turned out amazing. And then I was like, "That's just a thumbnail, man. It's not that deep." Of
That's very good. Very good. Keep working on that.
course, I will. But it's always like I'll sometimes my silly thumbnails pull in views, so
Yeah, yeah.
never know.
Just big things. Have a face in there. Face very important,
Hmm.
and just have it look good.
Of,
Yes.
of course, of course. So,
Can't forget about the red arrow and
oh yeah,
the
the
red
the
circle
circle, and the
and
blaring,
saturation. Crank that saturation slider
blaring,
up and
blaring alarms,
yeah, like the anime zoom PNG effect and the
and the parentheses not clickbait, and 1,000 exclamation
full
points.
caps lock,
Yeah.
all that good,
With
all that
with add
jazz.
some ones in there. That way, it's like, oh,
Some
they're
ones, yeah.
so excited.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, I really do want to thank you for being here and letting me talk to you and being a huge inspiration for my channel. It's a whole thing. So
Thanks.
of
I'm
course,
glad I can be a bit of an inspiration. That's very cool.
yeah. So
Very, very cool.
but yeah, I hope the whole fat magic thing works out. I hope I can talk to him and complete, my main inspirations for all this stuff. And then hopefully I send out a lot of emails to big YouTubers that I hopefully the one day to look at. So hopefully my project continues to grow.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Hmm.
It's very good of you to like network a bit and reach out to people.
Hmm.
You'd be surprised how many actually like are willing to sit down and talk.
Oh man, I've got 6 so far. So that gives me hope.
Yeah, yeah, it's very cool.
But yes, again, thank you for being here. It was so much fun talking to you and getting to know you and everything and being able to share.
No worries, man. I
So
think I hope you got a bit of insight. It was very fun for me as well. Thank you.
I did. I get a lot of insight, and hopefully you get some decent rest. And Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
So happy holidays and all that stuff.
To you as well.
Uh,
If you want to talk off the recording as well, that's fine. We
I
can do.
I wouldn't mind, but I think I'm gonna end the recording in a bit. So yeah.
All right.